In this video, I'm going to talk about copy trading. Now, copy trading is something that has become more commonplace now, especially with futures prop firms. Most of them now offer copy trading, allow you to have multiple funded accounts. So now there's a new kind of game to play with prop firms in determining how to use these multiple funded accounts. How do you copy trade them? Do you put them all together? Do you split them up? What do you do with them? And in this video, I'm going to show you how I utilize copy trading. This is my particular copy trading strategy. I don't think there's any one right way to do this, but I'll explain the pros and cons of the different styles of copy trading and just share with you how I like to have mine laid out. And before we get into it, with copy trading, obviously, yes, you can have more than one funded account, and yes, you could theoretically copy them all together and maximize your profits. But on the flip side, by copy trading all of your accounts together, if you just had, say, 5 funded top step accounts, if you just copy traded them all as one group, your risk is greatly amplified as well. If you happen to blow out on a single day, or you go on tilt on a particular day, and you've copy traded all your funded accounts that you've worked hard to get, you're at risk of blowing those out, dragging the whole show down with you, taking yourself all the way back to square one. So I'm not a huge fan of copy trading them all together as one unit. I'll show you how I lay mine out. And I've played with a few different copy trading strategies, and this is what I have found I like the most personally. And it allows me to take advantage of prop firms and potentially get that big payout. And it also allows me to have consistency and build something a bit more long-term at the same time. So here's how I do it. So with Top Step, for example, they allow you to have 5 express funded accounts, and I'll run through the exact parameters of each the way I have it laid out. But just to have an overview, first of all, I like to set aside 3 accounts. These are the ones that I copy trade. Okay, so I've got 3 accounts on the copy trader. Those are linked together. They have their own strategy. These are my conservative accounts. My conservative accounts, my serious accounts, my non-gambling accounts, if you will, they are copy traded together. Then we have account number 1 and 2. Account number 2, this is my scalping account, which employs a more aggressive risk management strategy. And this account number 1 is my, for lack of a better term, gambling account. And it's not really a gambling account, as in I don't take stupid plays with it. I am taking my actual setups and trades that I like. However, I am risking a lot. And this is my go big or go home account. What I'm doing is I constantly have combines in rotation ready to replace these. If they fail, then that one can easily be replaced by another past combine waiting in the cut, ready to go, ready to replace it and cycle out. So same for the scalping account. It employs a more aggressive risk management strategy. So past combines, always working on combines on the side, ready to replace these. And these conservative accounts are my long-term accounts, and I have basically no worries of those accounts being blown, as you'll see in my risk management parameters. So that's how I like to lay mine out. All 5 accounts, the majority of them copy traded and traded seriously and conservatively, using micro contracts to start off. And then account number 1 and 2 are my big accounts, my go big or go home accounts, one to utilize for scalping and one to utilize for bigger plays, bigger swings. And here is how I lay them out. This is my risk management parameters, and this is how I view each account. So here's the parameters. So this is account number 1. AC1, this is account number 2, and this is the 3 copy traded accounts. You can see how I've got it laid out. So my aggressive, my gambling account, mind you, these are 50Ks. I only employ the 50K accounts. They're the best value for money. I have another video linked in the description below to discuss why I prefer the 50K accounts or the smallest prop firm accounts. I believe they're best value for money. They're easier to pass. By the time you're at the funded stage, it doesn't really matter too much. So these are all 50K funded accounts. This is my risk parameters. So for my aggressive, my gambling account, I risk $300 per trade using 1 contract on gold, stop loss of 30 ticks, maximum daily loss limit of $300. So I'd have to fail 6.6 days in a row in order to blow that account. So still fairly reasonable for a prop account. And my own personal rules here is to bring stop loss to plus 30 ticks if I'm in a winning trade, and allow it to either stop out at plus 30, or if it keeps on running, then I get a bit of a bigger payday from that one. Again, always have another combine in the sidelines ready to replace and rotate. My scalping account, a similar story, risking 300 per trade, stop loss of 30 ticks, max daily loss limit of 300, again, days in a row to fail, 6.6 in a row to blow the account. And my rules here is bring my stop loss to plus 10 ticks if it goes in my favor by 10 ticks. And then if it can run and squeeze more out of it, good for me. If not, then I'm stopping out at plus 10 ticks. So it's a negative R account, this one, my scalping. Every time I'm scalping, it's with a negative R. High win rate, and ideally you want to close that off before it hits the full stop loss if you know you're wrong based on the order flow. You can see the purpose for 2 of these. Account number 1 secures the bigger moves. Account number 2 locks in those 10 tick bounces, which happen quite frequently. It's my highest win rate account, but obviously it's prone to bigger losses if I don't close a trade when I know it's not in my favor. And then lastly is my conservative accounts. 2 micro contracts, risking $60 per trade, stop loss of 30 ticks, max loss limit of $120. So I'd have to fail 16.6 days in a row in order to blow the account. So I've never had a losing streak that long since I became profitable. So I'm not worried about losing these accounts. It's my long-term game. And mind you guys might be like, TopStep has that rule of you can only get a payout if you secure 5 winning days of $200. These are the starting parameters. So as I build the equity in the account, I up the risk, up the take profits. Well, this is just the starting parameters. Build equity, build in that drawdown cushion, and then run towards the payouts. So, and obviously as these accounts grow, these risk parameters increase. So for myself, I like to build that drawdown cushion first, and then double the risk and build it again, double the risk every time I make that drawdown cushion again and again and again. And if I dip back down below my drawdown cushion, then I'll drop my risk back again. So there's a whole risk management strategy to it, but this is how I like to start them out. Hope you guys found that interesting and helpful. Bit of a different approach than the usual. I know a lot of people, since copy trading funded accounts has become more mainstream, a lot of people like to copy them all together. Amplifies your profits, yes, but also greatly amplifies your risk. So here's just a bit of a different way to split things up, allowing you to profit from those higher, more riskier accounts while also building something more long-term and conservative on the side, which is important. So hope you found that interesting, guys. Like the video if so. Comment down below what your risk management strategy is or how you like to copy trade your accounts. I'm sure more traders will be interested in that. Again, there's no right way to do this in my opinion, but this is just how I like to do it. So hope you like that, guys. Thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.